Well, that hearing wrapped up earlier. It was about an hour-long, Casey. The judge has about 90 days to issue some sort of a written response in terms of what he decides. Of course, the director was not in court today. He's been a fugitive from U.S. justice for decades, but both Polanski's attorney as well as the L.A. County Deputy DA tried to sway the judge on their respective arguments during today's hearing on the legal proceedings that occurred in the past in Poland and Switzerland. What would take place if the infamous director came back to the U.S. for sentencing, and then what would happen at that sentencing? Polanski pleaded guilty to unlawful sex with a minor. This was back in the 1970s. He served a short time in prison, but fled to Europe after a judge announced back then that he needed to spend additional time behind bars. A Polish court shot down a U.S. extradition request in the past, claiming Polanski had served enough time in custody. The Swiss courts also refused to extradite him in 2010. The L.A. County District Attorney's Office wants this defendant back on U.S. soil to litigate the matter and be sentenced for this crime, even though his victim has long said that she's opposed to any legal proceedings from this point on. Attorney Harlan Braun argued his client wants his warrant lifted and a guarantee that he won't be arrested and will be sentenced to agreed upon terms before he returns to a California courtroom. The deputy DA handling this case said Polanski is no different from any other fugitive and won't receive special treatment.
If Mr. Polanski returns, the people are confident that he will get a fair hearing in this court and that the people will get the fair hearing we've been waiting for 40 years as well. The people simply do not believe that it's in the best interest of justice to give a wealthy celebrity, and that's what Mr. Polanski is, to give a wealthy celebrity different treatment.
Well, if the judge would say we're keeping our promise, we'd probably try to get him here almost immediately. I think if the judge said we're keeping our promise, we're lifting the warrant, I think Paris, the Interpol in Paris would probably lift the warrant pretty fast. I think we could probably clear him through ICE here.
And so now we await the judge's decision. By the way, Polanski's attorney said that his client is currently in Paris and made it clear repeatedly today in the courtroom that his client will not return here to the U.S. unless they accept the terms of the agreement worked out. We're live in downtown Los Angeles. Corrine Winter, KTLA 5 News.